The question that the Trump declaration, I think, throws up is what is the significance of moving the embassy to Jerusalem? Why does it matter? Why should a nation do it? Should a nation do that? Well, first of all, it's a political decision, whether you have an embassy or not in the capital city of a particular country. I think in this case it's more than political. There is a spiritual dimension to it, and it's got to do with when you acknowledge the capital city of another nation, you acknowledge that nation's sovereignty in some way. You acknowledge their own right to have a capital city. So I think what Trump was doing, and there are other states who are saying they will do the same thing, is basically they're saying we align ourselves with the Jewish state of Israel. We align ourselves with the idea that Jerusalem is the capital of the Jewish people, putting aside negotiations with the Palestinians. That's Israel's problem. How they negotiate, what they do. And Trump said that also very clearly, by the way. He says, I'm not getting involved in the negotiations. If Israel wants to negotiate two states, that's fine. But in the meantime, we acknowledge the right of the Jewish people to self-determination in the land that God has given them. Not only given them, but it's the land where they were born and created and had their kingdoms for so many years. And a nation that makes a decision like that to move its embassy is saying we want to support what God is doing, I think. It's a very courageous move to make. It has a lot of implications politically. It's hard, I think, for smaller nations to do it, but we're seeing some are doing it. Vanuatu, one of the smallest Pacific islands, was already, I think, before Trump had announced that they would move their embassy. The Czech Republic has said we also are considering moving the embassy, and a number of other states. And they're simply saying, we think this is important. The Jewish people belong there, not to the exclusion of others, but the Jewish people belong in this city, and we want to be part of it, we want to support it, we want to bless them, and our nation will be blessed. If we bless Israel, we will be blessed. This is God's fundamental principle that runs throughout the Bible. And again, it goes to the idea of nations and the way that they align themselves with Israel.
Alpha,